cutting up my huge Monstera plant with almost a year of updates and new babies growing. Let's go, friends! Let's get Ferry.
Hij is echt tering groot, joh.
Ja. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, my name is Roos. My pronouns are she, her. I am a plant lover from the Netherlands, and this is my old friend Ferry, the variegated Monstera, which we are gonna propagate today. I have never propagated this one before since I got it. I got it with one leaf. I got it in fall 2019. Down here you can see how I got him. This with the hole was the original leaf. These were the first few leaves that grew in my care, and then he quickly started to fenestrate and grow, and then my cat broke off a few leaves, which is why it's so bare. And then at the top here, this is springtime. These two have grown this year. There's one that's still a little bit floppy, so that might struggle a little bit, but it has to be done. The stem is super chunky and beautifully variegated, as you can see, and most of it is rooted into the moss pole, so I think we have to also deconstruct the moss pole. I air layered the top, which you can see here. Can you see the little root? Yeah. So, oh, lots of roots. Wait, there's like 3, 4. Wait, see them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Okay, so that's good for the top cutting that I'm gonna keep myself. Some of these I have sold via Instagram because I need to pay for bills, like I said, and I can't afford them. Whoops. So we're gonna deconstruct and chop, and I'm gonna keep the nodes as well and see if I can grow those for myself. They don't have a leaf, 2 of them, but that's okay. Look at that beautiful variegation in the stem. I'm so lucky to have this. Let's just do it. Goodbye, Ferry. Look at this guy, as tall as me. Can you see the roots? Do you see them? Here. Very cute. It rooted really quickly. I think we're gonna chop. We're gonna do the first chop. Okay, ready? I'm not ready. I did it! Oh, I didn't even look at the roots on this side, but it cut it perfectly between them. I think now I have to start opening the moss pole because the roots are already intertwined in it. All right, I'm back. I have metal cutters, metal wire cutters. Okay. Next step. Yes! First cutting. Whoa, so many roots. Ah! You stay here, buddy. This is my new Ferry. Okay. Micans rescue project. This root is definitely making it really hard on me, but we're gonna free it and hopefully rescue it. There we go. Ta-da! Yes.
3 hours later.
Oh, finally. Finally, the pole is free. I removed all the wire, and now we can start to properly propagate. Haha. Always sterilizing the tool between every cut, so we don't spread anything that might be at the top of the plant that might not have been at the bottom of the plant. I hope I remember that. There's so many roots here. It's pretty amazing. 1. Yeah. That's the... Unfortunately, I didn't realize that my phone stopped recording. Luckily, I had 3 cameras set up because I was quite worried that this would happen, and it did. So the next few bits from the camera, the backup camera, thankfully. This one has rooted into the soil. Another node one. The 2 nodes are well rooted, so that should be fine. The ones that I'm gonna grow out for this video. This one is also rooted into the soil. So I'm gonna let these 2 rest on here for now because I don't have to ship them yet. I will take a few more cuttings a bit later, but first package these 3 to go be shipped in less than an hour. Hey, mijn telefoon staat helemaal niet aan. Nee. These 3 cuttings, I'm just gonna take the metal grate off. That's a pretty nice cutting, if I say so myself. 1. Another really nice cutting. Number 3. I think they're all nice cuttings, actually. Okay, I dropped off 15 packages together with my boyfriend because I couldn't carry them all by myself. Thank you, boyfriend. And now I already started actually continuing to get the cuttings out. Look at this little buddy chilling with his beautiful little paws. Hi, Mick. Oh, I cut it back to this one and I think I'm gonna cut it a little bit more. I think I'm gonna unpot it. It's already a huge mess anyway, but still. Yes. Oh, whoa, the roots. So many roots. How will I do this? I think these roots will have to be broken off soil because they came out of very small holes. I don't think I'll be able to pull them through. Okay, we're going for it. Ah, this hurts my heart. Ooh, I think this is very root bound. Come on out, Planty. It's gonna be better for you, I promise. Yeah. Waha! Wow. Whoa. Check out these roots. Ow. Holy shit. Mother forking shirt bowls. Very cool. You definitely deserve the new spot. Check out these roots. It's literally taken the shape of the pot. That's crazy. Whoa. That should be plenty of roots. This is a better one to ship. Look how small he is. Oh my god! So many roots! This growth point looks quite nice and variegated, so hopefully that will be activated. So this will be potted up together with, for sure, the top cutting. And then also some of these. I also have 3 blobs like this. I think I'll pot these up separately because they're more like an experiment. They probably will take a little bit longer because they don't have a leaf, but they have nice roots, so they should be fine. We have a lot to work with, a lot. The top cutting. Here you can see the roots that grew from air layering. My house is one big mess today. Anytime I ship plants, but especially this time. These roots are so fuzzy, I love it. I have to admit I am a little bit sad from the cutting because look how big and beautiful this is. And now it's a heap of cuttings on the floor, but okay. It will grow back. I currently don't have soil to fill my pot, so I tried to put them all in a pile so they don't dry out. You don't want these open roots to just lie around for this long. Here are all the leaves. I have so many cuttings. I got some supplies. I have soil mix now again. I don't have perlite yet. This is 1/3 bark, 1/3 soil, and 1/3 cocoa peat. I normally don't use that. I think we're gonna go straight back into this pot, which I did like. And I think I might sell a few more because I don't need 20 plants in a pot. Or do I? I'm gonna give it this moss pole. This is a really tall one. I got this as a gift from Trofolia, and they create these and they're self-watering. Moss pole. Pop that in the bottom. And my plan, which I haven't explained to you yet, is to put several plants around the moss pole, and then hopefully they will all climb up it. We will see. Pour in soil so that it is a little bit stable. Now we can start to look at the plants. So these are ones with super long roots. Look at how long these are. These 3 have less roots, and then the top plant is here. Let's do this one first because this is the most roots and the most hassle. I'm just gonna throw it all in. I know some people do cut roots shorter, but I'm not one of those people. That looks okay. Fresh soil first. So it's not just roots down there now. We still need the other plants in there as well. Perfect. I definitely need 6 for selling, so let me pick the best ones for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes. How many plants should we put in there? I don't really know what to do with these long roots. Maybe I should cut them. Maybe I should also cut this one off. What do you think? Because the pot is already so filled with roots. Ah, I'm scared. This one. Oh, this hurts me. It's gonna break anyway. Ah, sorry, plant. This is very exciting. This top cutting is incredible. Let me show you the front so you can see what it will look like. Now make some more soil and clean up the mess. Just making sure that plants are stable. Check. Ta-da! This is a very, very long video, so I hope you're still with me and you're interested in seeing the updates. These are all the cuttings that I sold and have shipped since then. These are the little sticks that I kept in water for a little bit to hopefully activate the roots. And then this is an overview of the pot that I was left with. All the little cuttings. Here is the tiny cutting. This is the mother plant, this one. This is the other beautiful one node cutting that is here. I think that's it for now. You will see an update in about 2 seconds. Hey friends, I wanted to give you a quick fairy update. It is now the 18th of May. And as you can see here, the little sticks have not done anything yet. This is the new growth on like the mother plant stem part. The top cutting and the 2 one node cuttings did not show any signs of growth yet. So I guess the strength of the mother plant having better root systems than the cuttings made a big difference. Quick update before we go camping, because look! The first little leaf opened on the bare stems. So these were the 3 that did not have a leaf. And now they are all growing again. The smallest one has put out this little, it's called a profil, a little misshapen test leaf, basically, is what I like to call them. I don't know if that's the official term, but the profil is definitely the official name. Here you can see the other one. This is like a half moon profil. Very, very cute. And this means that the next leaf soon will come out and be bigger. You can see that here as well. This is like the profile. It looks a little bit less like a leaf in this case. And the next leaf already came out. I completely didn't realize. But this is the first fairy leaf on the sticks. And I love the variegation. It's really good. So it's not really a surprise with how nicely variegated these stems are. But I'm very, very excited about these. And then the main plant, this cutting has now this little spot. And the other cutting on the other side also didn't have anything yet. And in case you're wondering, those little baggies hold good bugs that help me treat and prevent bad bugs. The growth point on the mother plant grew this leaf first. It's looking really nice. And the second leaf was a half moon leaf. I can't believe it. Fairy. And already some holes in there. So I'm now trying to guide it back to the moss pole because it's actually grown the other direction. Hi, I just got home from 2 weeks camping in the UK and I have some cool fairy updates to show you. So first of all, on the mama plant, on the cuttings in the big pot, there is new growth finally on this cutting. The top cutting still hasn't done anything, but the main mother plant already has its 3rd leaf. Look at this beauty. The last cutting, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little point on there. It's going quite slow. And then the most incredible update, these were the wet sticks. Now we have 2 more. Look at this. This is quite big already and nice variegation. They are still floppy, so a little bit hard to show you. And this one actually has fenestrations already, 2, and a lot of variegation as well. I'm super excited about these. 3 weeks later, and we're finally getting somewhere with the big one as well. The tiniest one made a 2nd leaf. That also looks really nice. The main magic of today's update though is in my main plant. This is all the mother plants. It has another new leaf on the way that actually looks very, very white at the top, but don't worry, there's some green there as well. The 2 one node cuttings are still very, very slow. Maybe because the small one is a little bit wobbly, I don't know. The most exciting part though is this top cutting, which has been 4 months by now. But look, the first new leaf ever since being propagated. Oh, I'm super excited. And I actually think that's why these top cuttings may take so long. This top cutting as well, it took 4 months, but I think it's gonna keep the size and be quite big. So maybe it needs more time to adjust. And then once it's ready to grow again, it can continue with the size that the plant already had. I'm really excited, and I'm so happy that it's finally growing so well. There's so much growth happening already that I wanted to film another update for you. I thought I would have the video out by now, but there's so much new stuff to see. So let's look at Ferry again. As you can see, the main pot is starting to look super full and also really nicely variegated. I love this leaf. This is new on the mama plant. I think we saw that unfurling in my last update. Look over here. This is the leaf on the top cutting that has now unfurled. And it already has the secondary fenestrations. The other two are a lot less impressive. Maybe I should take it out. It's still also not very stable. I don't really know what to do. Let me know what you think in the comments.
Oh, and look, the mother plant stem finally made it to the moss pole, so I'm hoping it will root in there now.
Time for the final Ferry update. It's now 2 days before you're seeing this. So it's been 5.5 months since I cut him. Here's a little overview of the 2 plants that I still have. Let's start with the baby because it has a lot of leaves now. This was the first one that came out and it since has grown 2 more. So this has actually been growing really, really fast. This one also now has 2 leaves and this last one as well. And I'm thinking maybe I should give this a little pole somehow. So repot this in a way that they all grow against a little pole. Maybe. Let me know what you think for that. The big one has not grown a lot more leaves, but I wanted to talk about a few things. The only change now is that the mama plant is making another leaf. So what we've noticed is that the base plant is actually by far the fastest plant. The top cutting, the most mature form. So a top cutting takes long, but has the nice big size. And then the smaller cuttings, there's basically nothing still happening with these. So I'm thinking I should take those 2 out and have them in a separate pot for a little while. Actually, during editing, I noticed that the 2 that I cut the roots off of are those 2 that are super, super slow and not progressing at all. So I thought that was interesting. It is now middle of September, so I'm guessing that growth will slow down a little bit for winter with less light. It's been a really, really fun process, and I hope everyone that bought a cutting of Ferry is happy with them. At the end here, I wanted to add in some updates from my other Monsteras because people requested to see my Thai constellation, and I also wanted to show you Luna, my half moon Monstera. So I've done a little switcheroo and moved those to the front. First off, Luna is the half moon plant that kept making half moon leaves, and I actually chopped it because it was having some root issues, and then I thought I might as well sell the cuttings. So this is all that I have left of her. I've already shipped the cuttings.
If you are in the EU and interested in buying a plant from me, keep your eye on my Instagram page. If I ever sell them, it's there on my stories.
And look, I have this in a pot of water for now. And you can see the roots are starting to grow nicely. It is the top cutting again, so it might take a really long time before I have another leaf growing. And then the Thai constellation is huge right now. This is Thais. This is the top cutting from a plant that I chopped into 3, and it was super slow again because it is the top cutting. This leaf grew after I cut it, and as you can see, it is huge. It's really, really big. Has nice sectoral variegation, it's called, which I like. And then someone actually messaged me on Instagram asking, is your Thai still making half moon leaves? Because it used to do that, and because it took so long for new leaves to grow, I actually completely forgot that it used to do that. And yes! It is kind of a half moon. This is why I originally chose this plant, because I really love sectoral variegation and I wanted a Thai with that. So you can see some of the original leaves have it. And this new leaf has it too. Look how beautiful. This is the newest leaf. It's still a little bit soft. It's nice and big and it has a lot of holes as well. So I'm really happy with how this is developing. If you look here, this is the stem. And oh, all the leaves are getting stuck as I turn it. I've put some moss at the base here so that the aerial roots can grow into the soil, but not all of them want to do that. So this is growing really well. I'm really, really happy with Thijs's progression. I do have one more set of cuttings growing, but that is going to be a separate video about water propagation. And that's all the Monstera updates that I have for you today. Let me know what you thought of this video in the comments, please. What you think I should do with the baby and the 2 cuttings that are not growing at all in the big pot. I would love to hear from you as always. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe below if you haven't already, and I hope to see you again very soon in another video. Bye! Hi, Mick. Oh. As soon as he wakes up, this is a dangerous place to pet him because he gets very playful.